Right, this is Linton the Swarm Vassal, Bellator light heavyweight contender, and you're watching the MMA Crypt Fighting Talk Show.
Okay, Gregory Stone, MMA.com. On today's show, we have former World Series of Fighting strawweight champion and current free agent Jessica Aguilar. Welcome to the show, Jessica.
Thank you, Gregory. Thank you. It's nice to be on.
It's our pleasure, Jessica. So I mentioned that you're the former World Series of Fighting strawweight champion. Now, considering you didn't lose that belt, Jessica, does it sort of like pain you to hear that? Because it's not like you lost it. You actually just handed that belt over. So does that sort of pain you to hear that you're a former World Series of Fighting strawweight champion there?
No, I mean, I don't think they're going to do anything else with that division. I'm just really grateful to WSOF. I had fun last year, and I got the chance to get my first world title, and have some fun with what I love, which is MMA.
Well,
Excuse me.
you announced that you're a free agent on the mixed martial arts era last week. We've had roughly about 8 days, 9 days since then. You did say that the reason you left World Series of Fighting was so you could enter contract negotiations with the UFC. So in the past 8 to 9 days, has there been any progress in that area? Can you confirm or deny whether you've actually been in contract talks with the UFC? And if you can't, could you confirm or deny whether you've actually been in contract talks with any MMA promotion?
There has been talks. We are in talks with the UFC. There's their promotion, which is Combate America, who's also interested. It's and we're open to hearing from anyone else as well. So my interest, obviously, like I've said, is to become the UFC champion because they have the best strawweights in the world, and I want to continue proving why I'm the best strawweight in the world. But like I said, we're open. My team and I are open to listening to other options.
Do you feel a little bit more comfortable in yourself knowing that you got these other offers now, knowing that you're not going to regret your decision? Because we've seen with the likes of your teammate Steve Carl, he left the World Series of Fighting too, and he didn't get a straight contract with the UFC. Obviously, he's on the Ultimate Fighter now, but it remains to be seen whether he will get a contract with the UFC. Also, there's Ben Askren at Bellator. He dropped the belt. Contract negotiations went south with the UFC very quickly there. So, are you sort of like more comfortable and happy knowing that you got these other promotions out there that to fall back on just in case the worst does happen?
Absolutely. I'm very confident that though, they're the best promotion out there, so they want the best, and I'm one of their best. So I'm sure that we can both work something out, and I'm comfortable though.
Well, there was something I picked up on the MMA area also. Ariel threw it out there. Would you like a straight title shot? Do you feel like you've earned a straight title shot at the UFC strawweight title? You obviously agreed with that statement. But obviously, with contract negotiations, you're going to sort of be discussing where you fit in, who your first fight possibly would be. If they don't give you a straight title shot, would you really push for a top 5 opponent? Or would you be happy and accept anything that the UFC give you if you do sign with them?
Yeah, well, let me ask you this question. Do you think that I deserve a title shot?
Well, you defeated the former champion, so that in
Right.
itself tells you you've defeated a lot of the women in that division already, and your record tells itself. So I would say yes, and I'll be happy to see you get a title shot personally as a fan.
Right. Well, I think the same. But again, if we negotiate a good deal and it's a fair deal, I'm a team player. Obviously, I want that title shot right away, but I will do whatever UFC wants me to do, and I'll fight whoever UFC wants me to fight. If we come, to a fair agreement.
Sticking with the MMA a second, Ariel brought up an interesting note. Well, he played the video to you. It's about Carlos Bars. I don't really want to get into it too much, but I don't really know when all that started. She obviously made some accusations against you. She obviously has a bit of a distaste towards you. Do you know why that is?
Well, I don't know. I think she still thinks about the time I beat her 5 years ago. So she has nothing good to say about anyone, and I don't like to talk bad about anyone. I don't like to focus on the negative. So, I wish her the best. I hope that whatever she's going through, she recovers, and she leaves that bitterness aside.
Well, you did leave her a message on the MMA. You told her that you're sorry that she's lost to better fighters. Do you think that comment hurt her and hit her hard pretty much? And was that your intention too, Jessica?
No, I mean that's true. I think that, she makes excuses for everything, and instead of congratulating people and seeing the good and what she's doing, we're all living a dream. We all have this opportunity that, uh, we're all role models in women's MMA. So, I mean, for her to come out and talk about most of the girls that have beat her, it's not right in my eyes.
Now, we're getting midway towards 2015 now, Jessica. If you do sign on with the UFC, I'm assuming you'll get one fighting in 2015. Now, as you mentioned, your goal is to become the UFC champion. What's your realistic expectations of achieving that goal? Do you think maybe early 2016, if you do sign with the UFC, would be a realistic goal? Or do you think the division's pretty much it's stacked with big names and it might be a tough battle to get a title shot? And it might be late 2016, maybe 2017 before you get the title.
No, my goal and my dream is to get that title this year, 2015. I'm very eager to fight in my country, which is Mexico. So a title fight there would be amazing, and that's my goal. But again, it all depends on what happens these few following weeks. So we have to wait and see. But I'm really excited about the future, and I just want to continue being a good role model in women's MMA, and just proving why I'm the best strawweight in the world.
Well, if things don't pan out and certain situations don't play out, you can always take advantage of certain things. Obviously, you got the Carla Esparza, a little beef between you both to play off. She's a former champion, so that could easily be a fight to put together, and a win there could easily get you a title shot. Obviously, there's a name such as Paige Vanzant. She's a little green in most fans' eyes. Some people feel she's a little bit overhyped and doesn't necessarily have the skill set to contend with the top five. I believe teammate of yours, Tisha Torres, said she would get dismantled in a title bout. What's your thoughts on someone like Paige Vanzant? Do you see her as someone you could take advantage of, or would that be someone you'd be looking to exploit, a big name like that, to get where you want to go?
No, like I said, if we get a fair deal, things work out, I'll do whatever the UFC wants. My goal is that belt. But again, if the fair deal, if we get a fair deal and the UFC puts that name in front of me, I will take anyone that they put in front of me. I think Paige is a young fighter, but you can never underestimate anyone. You see what happened in her last fight. She fought a vet, and she did very well. So I give props to everyone who's doing very well in the women's MMA. They're taking this opportunity and they're doing something good with it. So I'm really happy to see that. I'm happy when girls do that. So whatever they say, whatever happens, I'm open for any opponent. But my goal is the belt.
Switching gears a second, I want to go on to the Ultimate Fighter 21. Obviously, your team's on the American top team against the Blackzilians. Currently 5-1 down they are now. I think I spotted you cage side for a couple of the fights. Was you there? And did you get to witness some of the fights live there, Jessica?
Yes, I sure was. I was there rooting my team on, and it's an amazing season. It's you have to just sit back and keep watching because it's gonna get better.
Could you describe the atmosphere there? Because it seems pretty tense. Obviously, we saw the thing with Dishonor. Obviously, Tyrone Spong wasn't very happy. It all looked a little tense. Is it as tense as it seems on the telly there?
Yeah, it is. It is very intense, and the energy it was amazing. The fight days. During the filming, actually, those weeks that they were filming, you could feel the energy, just really intense. So it was a fun time, and it's gonna be even better when by the weeks.
Is the rivalry as bad as it seems, Jessica, or do you think the Ultimate Fighter sort of ignited it a little bit more? It's added the fuel to the fire. Was there always competition on the regional scene and stuff where they fought each other and they really wanted to get one over on the opposing team? Or is this Ultimate Fighter season really just ignited the flames to the rivalry.
No, I think there is some rivalry. You know, some of the guys, I mean, obviously, you know, the production and all that, they're going to hype it up. That's for the show. That's just how it is. But there is some rivalry, but there are some guys that get along and, you know, they're friends outside of the gym. But there is some rivalry there.
Well, Jessica, one last question before I let you go. Is there anything you'd like to say to the casual fans who just started tuning into women's mixed martial arts? And if you do sign with the UFC, what can you expect from you when you make your UFC debut?
Sure. I just want to tell all the fans listening and thank you for all the support. Continue supporting women's MMA and what you can expect to me. What you can expect from me when I sign with the UFC is exciting fights. I'm going to leave my heart out there, and you know, I'll keep representing women's MMA the best possible. And any you know, if you guys need any feedback or you want anything from me, you guys can reach me on my Twitter at JagATT. Please follow my fan page on Facebook, Jessica Jag Aguilar. Instagram is also JagATT. And, you know, I'm really grateful for all the fans, to all my sponsors that continue supporting me, and to you guys, Gregory, the media that continues to share women's MMA and our stories. So I'm really grateful, and I'm excited to give all the fans some exciting fights.
It's my pleasure, Jessica, and thank you very much for the time as well.
Thank you so much, Gregory. Have a good one.
Okay, for the Make It Fighting Talk Show, as always, thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Jessica.
Bye, Gregory. Feel better.
Yeah, you too, Jessica.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.